got an old guitar, got a fine cigar. Slow down a bit, get a lit, and let the blues lay where they are. 'Cause the blues some days, they won't let go. They won't let go. But it's Saturday, we're at the shop today. Let's celebrate, light up an Atabay, raise a toast, watch the blues go up in smoke. Watch the blues go up in smoke.
Boom! Just like that. It's Saturday.
At the shop, it is
Saturday. It's chilly Saturday here in Frisco, Texas at Industrial Cigar Company.
Good morning, Kevin.
It's a little nippy out there.
It's a little nippy. There's a wintry mix that's coming in. It's going to start snowing here in about 20 minutes.
Holy shit, they're going to call off school.
They are going to call off school, and not because of
This
a bomb
is the
threat.
only, as you guys know, we come from Nebraska, and you have to have about 1.5 feet of snow that has to drop 1 hour before school starts when they kind of like, we'll get back to you.
Uh-huh.
Here, if they think it's going to snow, they close the school.
That's
If
right.
they just think.
What's up, Uber Haney?
And, okay, so
let's talk about what we're going to talk about on today's show.
Updates on the rebirth of ICC. Kitchen update. One away from open. Learn to infuse and pair cigars from the pros. Cigar talk. And should we say bad words?
I like that last
You can
one. Ad.
really tell the difference between the lines that I do and the ones you do.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Mine
Yours
was...
are like instructions to fixing a vent on a dryer. And mine has excitement.
Right, but it's how you read it. It's how you do the thing. The Huskers,
enunciation is what
you
you're
knew
saying.
the Huskers were going to run off tackle, but they did it in such a beautiful way that you could just watch them run off tackle. Or they could do it like they've done for the last 25 years and try to be something else fancy and then suck at it. Which one do you want?
Which one sounds better?
Mine.
Yeah.
What up, Eric Hall? Good morning, everybody. Hit that share button for us. Let's get this thing boosted. It's Saturday at the shop. And to my credit,
Your credit.
both Chris will attest to this, is it was 10:15 and I was sitting here and went, oops, I didn't even have the remarkable in front of me. So this is about a 30-second deal.
So you're
and we're
right
rocking
on
and
it.
rolling. We're on it.
So
I'm telling you.
You're kind of bloating
Yes, easy.
blowing the myth that we prepare for this show. Yeah.
No, we don't. Believe it or not, we don't. But today we are going to talk about a few things. One, I've got to say, literally, oh, look, there's a Supra.
Nice. You should race one.
I'm thinking about it. But my blood pressure from last Saturday to this Saturday, I would come to find out I've been in hypertension for the past month or so.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're coming to us from a foreign hospital like the one you probably should have been at, let us know. We'll say good morning to you in your native tongue. Usually it is if you're coming to us from a foreign country like Chicago. Chicago's going to be a little... I wish I could see the face of the Los Angeles Rams when they get off the plane in Chicago when it's 16 degrees below zero.
Below zero. It's
And
looking
those fair
terrible.
weather guys, I don't even think they have windows on their stadium in Los Angeles.
Yes. I'll tell you what.
The Bears.
Football is going to be exciting. Reagan is bringing this up. So much to be excited about at ICC. I think. I was going to show you.
Well,
look at that. Look at that blood pressure. I'm looking good.
That's actually not bad.
No, it is. That's yesterday.
What was it before?
Higher than that.
Yeah.
My blood pressure was not in what they would call a healthy zone for the past month, but Lydia kicked off yesterday.
A heart attack.
Look, I'm not going back to relive any moment that existed in the last 30 days, but the beautiful thing is what Reagan's saying is there's so much to be excited about. We did our annual all hands meeting on Tuesday.
Yeah.
We made some changes. We've had some additions.
Yep.
Okay.
The additions. touchdown.
There's one addition who's kind of an old addition we can't talk about yet because we don't have that.
I want to so bad.
Oh, I know.
When that happens,
we will.
We will be fielding a national championship team.
All I am going to say,
get the NIL money out,
is just think about this. Some of these names aren't going to make sense to you because you haven't met them. As soon as you meet them, you're going to go, whoa. But I will throw this out there.
Yeah.
For the first time ever in our history since we've opened, I will bet that our team, our collective team,
about four to five players.
This is just bar side. I'm including cigar side. Our team is better than yours. If you're another lounge watcher,
double dog dare you.
We have. Let's just start back to 4. Oh, and then Luis in the kitchen. We haven't even started talking about the kitchen yet.
Stop it.
Okay, but we're still one shy. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
On the bar side, we have Eric leading, killer, double killer.
The look on people's faces when his drinks came in last night.
Okay.
Awesome.
Eric. We have a new gentleman, Daniel, who's he owns Mezcal brand. He is a top tier mixologist.
10 plus years.
When you think about mixologists, you kind of think of a douchebag.
He's not.
He is not.
No.
He is a great fit, super creative, and him and Eric, I just said completely nuke our cocktail menu, rework it however you want to. So we're going to restart that.
Yeah.
Then we have Amanda.
Yep.
Awesome.
Brand new, started this week.
Awesome. Nolan.
Killed it last night. I was up here last night for BYOV, Bring Your Own Vinyl. Killed it.
Who am I missing right now? We've got Lydia, who's going to be running them all. And, I mean, just on the bar side, we have Nolan.
A legitimate leader.
Oh, we have one, and we have one other that we'll know if we can announce this. And if we do, we'll talk about it next Saturday. That team is complete full of murderers. And then we have Josh, we have Reagan, we have Mike. We've got the team up front.
Yeah.
Lydia running.
Nathan is...
Good luck. Good luck.
Nathan's the champ.
So as far as front of house goes, absolute killers. The back of house, we just hired a gentleman named Luis. He's in the bar. I'm sorry, in the kitchen. Straight up, full out passion. Great personality.
And when we placed the ad out fishing. It said, we're looking for somebody that takes pride in the final presentation. We had a couple people apply. But you can tell when an employer says, this is the baseline, it's got to be about a quality. We know the food's going to be good because you developed a relationship with a chef that is next level.
He just understands it. He understands the assignment.
And then, so we hired this chef to create this menu.
Mm-hmm.
The dishes, some of the dishes were exceptional. Some of them were stop the presses.
Yeah, I think, and here's the thing, is why I like it is where we're going. We've spoken about this, right? And I don't want to necessarily kick a dead horse, but everything that we went through and we tried and we tested and it was exactly what we needed. It was just like, I'm going to take a little bite of this. It has a lot of flavor. It's easy going. I'm not going to get full. I continue to have a conversation and I can be satisfied and then just continue to the next. And if I want a little bit more, we can get a little bit more. Yeah. We're going to price it in a way where, look, full disclosure, we just need that kitchen to break even. Yeah. So we're just going to price it so we break even there because all the rest is gravy.
Yeah. I was talking to Nicole last night, one of our longtime Apex members. And as we were talking about it, I was basically saying, she's like, well, we've had to stop and get something to eat. And I go, I can always tell when you guys eat because when you guys get here, you'll just get like a glass of water and you'll just sit and slowly smoke a cigar. I said, your brain has been told you're satisfied.
Yep.
And I said, we have one of the best burgers anywhere. But it just wipes you out.
Yep.
So these dishes are going to be very affordable. Very affordable. Like, they don't have anything at this price point at McDonald's affordable.
Well, and here's the deal is Daniel worked in fine dining. And he laid down when we looked at the fondue. No, it wasn't even the fondue. It was the tapas trio. He's like, I have sold this identical plate for $40. Like what it is the ahi tuna. It's got the manchego cheese. It's got a little bit of fruit up on top of it. It's got the tapas trio. He's like, this is $40. And we're kind of thinking like, oh, we still need to do some modeling, right? But I was thinking like maybe in that $18 range. And then if you wanted to, you could do like a single of this,
and
single
the
of that.
beauty of it is, sorry we're rambling about this food, but look,
it's worth a ramble.
When you like, there was this homemade sourdough that you're getting every other day from a friend of yours, homemade sourdough bread, but with this warm brie cheese and peaches on top of it.
That's unbelievable.
That's one of those that when you cut it into 4 pieces, and it is, you take one bite and then it's like, you have to try this. This is what this is going to turn into.
That's right. I mean, I'm looking at like the flautitas. No one's going to be able to see
but
this.
but those,
zoom in on it and
those had,
try to look at it.
But it had mashed potatoes and chorizo.
Spanish chorizo.
It was, but here's the thing, to your point with Luis. The chef Alexis brings out a plate, and then Luis brought out the plate. His plating was better.
It was. And his passion, the guy shows up. It's his like an interview, right? Is go back in the kitchen, and because that's how we want to interview is, can you do the thing you say you can do?
Right.
Go do it.
Yeah.
He shows up, he's ready. He's got his whole chef kit, so his own knife, his own mat, his own everything.
He had a whole chef outfit
ready to go,
on,
shows
black
up.
towel, not a white towel.
I just can't wait. So now we've kind of been teasing you on this, but here's the thing is, we also hired somebody that will come in and help us with inventory prep to make sure, if you remember the previous, where you're like, hey, I want a burger. Yeah, well, we don't have them because they weren't fully prepped.
Yeah.
So we've hired someone to do just prep, inventory, cleanliness for deep cleaning, and organization.
And inventory is very important because
that's how we lose our ass.
And it's also, everything we're doing is super fresh.
It's fresh.
Super fresh.
So we're going to have to stay up on top of that. So we have those 2 guys. The thing is, we need one more.
Yeah.
Because what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to go, all right, Luis,
not gonna burn 'em
this
out.
is yours, 7 days a week, go get it. We're not going to do it. And our previous team does not have the capability to do what we're about to do.
No.
So we're completely moving.
Good
This
people.
Is,
They
I
just
mean,
don't-
good people. But this is kind of behind the curtains if you're watching SATS.
Yeah.
They didn't have the ability, although great people, to take it to this level. So we need to find one more. That's my life's mission right now, is find that one person we can come in. The beauty is, if you know someone, bring them in, because Chef Alexis is going to be coming in twice a week for the next few weeks to continuously train on site.
And then his next mission is then to work on the next quarter.
That's right.
And we'll just keep this thing cycling, something new. But there were a couple of dishes that were kick a baby puppy good.
I mean, the ahi tuna tostadas were fantastic.
That is going to be one that somebody will take a bite and go, I need 4 more of those.
You know that the real secret to all of that is how much Christie's Crust and Crumbles sourdough. Because this is not store-bought stuff. This is made from a top-tier sourdough.
Her scones are the
What's up,
greatest
Morgan?
scones I've just never tasted anything like it. And they're just spectacular.
Yep. So all of that is coming. That's part of the rebirth. The rebirth is just, we're looking at all the pillars of the business and just getting back to, what do? We create community by providing the finest cigar experience to people of all levels. How do we do that with everything we do? And so it's taken us a little bit of time. Thank you for your patience. But when we get through, we promise it's going to just be something that just matches.
And we brought, we're going to bring back the stuff that worked. And we did that this Wednesday. We did Wednesday Wine Down for the first time in months.
Yeah.
But we did Wednesday Wine Down. It is the greatest thing you can do with a cigar, I think. And we're going to go to it every other week.
Okay.
So
That's smart.
We'll stack. But there's room for 6 to 8 people. We uplight the walls in this back meeting room. We turn out the lights. We listen to music. You get your cigar. You get your drink. We uplight the walls in red so your pupils don't dilate. And we just, no devices, no talking for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it is the fastest 2 hours in space.
It's really cool.
Unbelievable.
Frank, to answer your question, are we going to have any of her cookies at some time? At some point, we will, along with her scones, and she makes a sourdough pizza dough. We're not going to roll that out right away because we have to figure it out because it takes a little bit of time to get that out.
We have to test. We have to test how we can cook multiples at a time.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
3 people would want one. We got to make sure we can do 3 at a time.
But that flatbread, because it uses not only mozzarella but manchego cheese and then pepperonis, fresh cut pepperonis, and then basil and hot honey. Like, there's going to be a lot of people that want that. So we've got to get that one figured out. That's probably going to take us a few weeks before we start rolling flatbreads out. But that's all the way through. That's one of the parts that are as part of the rebirth. Right people, right seats. We have Lydia. I would tell you what, that is the most successful first day of anyone in any business that she had yesterday. Just what she did to the bell curve of production, organization. I mean, it's...
there are people that say they're pros, and then there are pros.
I like the part of her where she said, look, I'm not going to promise anything. I'm just going to do my best. And she takes pride in that. That's the thing.
Take pride in your... Look, for all you kids watching, do what you say you're going to do. Take pride in your hard work. Look at yourself in the mirror at the end of the day and say, did I give you 100% effort? Yes, I did.
That's it.
If that's the best you can do, just always work hard.
That, I think, has been the silver lining in the last month is, crawling into bed like an army crawl and just going like, oh, man, today was tough. But you gave it everything.
Yeah.
You pushed every single last drop. We talked about, Ali and I spoke about that. When you ask somebody to squeeze a lime, very Mexican analogy. She's like, some people squeeze a lime like this and they go, okay, juiced it. Some people squeeze every little bit, but we want somebody who's squeezing every little bit out of here. And right now we have it, and we're so close to just being one complete total unit of 100% murderers. We're one person away.
That's it. And then everybody else just...
But please do this. Grab some friends and come up here and experience what this team is, and experience what the difference of the level of hospitality and personality... I don't even want to say personality. Just come see how it's changed and what it feels like now. Because it's different.
It was, I think we built a foundation, and it was very, very solid. But this is kind of like having a bunch of fifth-year seniors on the team.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. We've never had this before. So I'm really excited. Really, really excited.
Who's coming in today?
We've got Reagan in. We've got Morgan Plotz in from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Roll
Tide.
Tide.
How y'all doing? Roll Tide. Good day, mate. That's how they do it.
No, it sounds exactly...
It sounds exactly...
I do miss seeing Morgan. I miss having Morgan in. But, I'm happy for him. He's back home, so that's great. Let's talk a little bit about... I don't know, grab any of them.
Learn to infuse and pair cigars.
You know anything about that?
No.
All right, well, let me drop a little knowledge on your ass.
Go on, get then.
I'm gonna drop the link for this in. Yeah, you grabbed the ticket there. I'm gonna drop this in the link there. I think this is on the 31st.
Yes.
It's on the 31st. It's a Saturday. It's 2 weeks from today. This is on the 400th episode. Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. and it's going to be a really cool thing because basically it's going to be some pairing with 4 different spirits, but there's also going to be an educational how-to by Mark McClurkin.
Oh, right.
On how to do these things.
Yeah.
And then also you can come in and just sit for free, no problem. If you want to take part in the pairing or in the cigar infusion, there will be some things that you can purchase that night.
Yeah.
One of which, like the all-in, is you get a pairing. So you'll be smoking
It's 4 drinks, right?
It's 4 smaller pours.
Yep.
Straight pours. But it's going to be guided smoking and trying this and talking and nerding out, and then also taking those and infusing them. We'll infuse those cigars for you Now, you can kind of get it all started. We'll hold on to them, and then in 30 days we'll let you know when it's ready. Come back in, everything's ready to go. You'll have 4 different infused cigars with 4 different spirits. So I think it's going to be a pretty cool thing. You'll learn a lot from Mark McClurkin, who's really dove into the deep end of infusing, but not kind of the fake way to infuse. We could talk about that.
Yeah.
But the real, true way of how you get that tobacco to soak everything in and be a part of it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's gonna be fun.
You want to give a little bit of how the industry generally infuses? A little 101 on the dark side of cigars?
Well, there are a couple of different versions. There's I won't even say the company's name, but they have glass tubes, and they put typically cognac in the foam. There's a little foam piece in the bottle so that it doesn't crack. And then there's one in the end. They put a little bit of cognac in each one of those pieces of foam, slide the cigar in there, and close it up. And so what you get is when you smell the foot of the cigar, you smell the cognac. And when you put it in your mouth, you taste it. But there's actually nothing else that's actually going on that cigar.
Also, I also learned this recently. This was kind of interesting to find out. There are a couple manufacturers that work with, let's say, big expensive whiskeys that are thousands of dollars per bottle, right? Yeah. They infuse it. What they actually do, they don't use the whiskey. They don't infuse. They don't do anything other than they go with a company that's out of France that makes artificial flavorings that taste like a spirit.
Okay.
And so it's just basically an essential oil. So let's say it's fill in the blank of whatever, expensive. They send it, then they create artificial flavorings. Then they take one little dropper, like you would, like the thing that the gerbils drink out of.
Yeah.
And then they just put one drop in the glass tube, put the tube, wax it, call it good. It's not even the real spirit that they're putting it in there. And those things sell for $40-50. It is a racket.
It's a damn shame.
It's a damn shame.
Now, when we did it, we actually got whiskey barrels, cut them open, very, very, very aromatic. We built custom racks. We put 1,000 cigars in the barrel and let it sit for months.
Yeah.
And we would take them out. We would let them dry out a little bit. We'd put them back in, let it soak it back in.
Pretty labor intensive, though.
It was very, and it's a long time to just sit on 1,000 cigars.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I think as we have our special spirit project this year, we'll do something similar to that as well. To which that will be rocking here. We'll be able to talk about that within the next.
There's
month.
a lot. I mean, the food industry and a bunch of they can. There's a lot of misnomers out there in those industries, and I think there's a lot that happens in the cigar industry where they accelerate the fermentation process. They accelerate certain processes. They might dunk a traditional wrapper into dark black water and pull it out and say, now it's a Maduro. There's a lot of that stuff that happens. There's the oiling of cigars where they're literally almost like armor alling a cigar.
Yep.
There's a lot of things that are going on right now.
Or you can press the leaf so it bruises the leaf and then cure it from there. So you actually have a bruised leaf. So if you think about those old Maduros, you think about Maduros and think of them as bitter. It's because they're damaging the leaf before. There's a lot of things that are in here. We'll teach you this.
Yeah.
That's basically, we could do like a Cigars 101, the myths versus realities.
Yeah.
That could be kind of a cool thing to learn some of. I think that could work. Here's the dark side of cigars. Here's actually what happens in some factories.
I don't know if Luciano's watching, but that's one that I would like to invite Luciano to, because he's kind of he's done a great job of, like we did some ICCUs where he kind of calls out some of the myths, and he's one of those guys that will call out the industry.
I think we could probably do two. We could do one like myths of cigar smoking, which is, we could talk about simple stuff like every one day it's out of the humidor, it needs to spend 2 in, that's full of shit. Long ash, full of shit. There's a lot that we could do, just myths versus reality.
Yeah.
And then the dark side of the industry. I think we could do two different ones there.
The power of Bo's always used to say the power of the demo. What I would suggest is that we become a ticketed event, and let's say we take like the cigar that you've got right there is spectacular, the Accomplice Connecticut.
Yep.
So let's just say we take an Accomplice Connecticut that is humidified perfectly at, call it 68 to 70%. And then let's take a box and leave it outside the humidor for a month.
Yes.
And then go smoke the two. At the same time. Tell me what the difference is.
Yeah. I just smoked the last, I never put those Cavaliers in a humidor from August or September. I just smoked the last one. It started off a little bit hot.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're talking 3
Warms
months.
up.
Once it warms up and it comes to humidity, it's fine.
Yeah.
It was perfectly fine.
Yeah, I had a one of the beautiful cases that Nelson Alfonso gave us, and before I went to Las Vegas, I opened it up, and there was a Vision in there. Well, we haven't had any Visions, so I took that with me, and I smoked it when I was in Las Vegas. I don't know how long it sat in that case. Well, since the Vision came out, and
when was that?
It
October?
was
October? Yeah, November,
October
December?
3rd. Yeah,
it's almost 3 months,
and it was perfect.
Yeah. So I think I like this direction on Cigars 101 because that's a little bit different, and no one really is going to give you too much on any industry of like, here's the dark side and how it works. We could even get into like retailer games.
Some
of the thing that retailers do as well, like things to look out for. Here's how they're doing this, or here.
Yeah.
One of this I really like was one that Luciano told me last time he was here. It's about the Vita and how it came about.
Yep. That we could put that in the myths. Yeah,
I'll tell you the one
Vita.
for the right ticket. Of course, one of the cigars would have to be free, but I would love to do AB no label
Cuban versus none. Yep.
And because I've done that several times, the Cubans never won. Never.
No, and we could even stack the deck against the non-Cuban. We could do honestly, we should do the $9 Accomplice Connecticut versus a Cuban.
Yeah.
And just go.
Yeah.
And not allow someone to like nitpick and see it's a triple cat. Just smoke it for what it is. Don't try to figure it out. Just smoke it for what it is.
Yeah. It isn't a function of comparing or trying to answer the clue which one is which. It is to really illustrate that what right now a Cohiba Robusto coming out of Cuba is in the $40 to $60 range.
They just had another
price increase.
Another price increase.
Yeah.
So it's wild. It's wild. But this is the type of we're talking rebirth. This is the type of mentality that I think is getting us back to basics, which is 101, small. Let's not worry about 100 people in here. Let's get 10 people in here. Let's get 20 in here.
Yeah, that night
Let's
with
do this
Luciano,
stuff.
that this room filled up, it was a perfect size.
Simple. That's kind of the direction we're going to start moving.
Yeah. Speaking of, should I not announce? I mean, in theory, the Visions are on the way.
Yeah, please,
Should
because Kelly Haney said we need some Visions.
I'm supposed to be. They left the factory on either Monday or Tuesday, and I'm supposed to get tracking information. So that would have us.
Sean is not here. Notice that our rep is not here.
Yeah.
So that poor fella gets beat over the head every time.
And he has nothing to do with the Vision. That's so far outside of his. That was just us and Luciano.
Yeah. Poor fella.
Yeah.
We'll get those in, and then what I'm thinking is we'll do a Vision smoke night. So if you guys came in and you did do the Vision survey,
Yeah.
come in, grab some while you have them, and then let's just sit and smoke them because I'm excited. I think that's gonna go away like a fart in a skillet. Those things are gonna be gone.
10 seconds.
They're gonna be gone. So, yeah, Kelly Haney, the Visions are coming. Myth. That's right.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Chris wants the blonde man's draw back. What do you want with the blonde guy back? Oh, blind man. All right, blind man's draw. We'll do that one. I like that better than the blonde man's draw. I think, yeah.
Better than that one.
You know, that could create a small series, because at the end, even if the blind man's draw, basically we'll pull the labels off, put numbers on them, 5-pack of cigars, and then we could either smoke them in lounge once a week or virtually, and then just kind of have that everyone smokes the same thing.
I just remember from me when I first came in here,
Uh-huh.
I knew a lot about cigars. That first one was eye-opening because my favorite cigar was the cigar I walked by all the time.
Yeah, Chris is saying.
Explained to me, and then over a year, I was able to develop my palate and really concentrate. And the second time I did it, I was able to identify every single cigar blind.
You guys probably couldn't hear that, but basically, the long and short of it is Blind Man Draw is a really unique way to reset how you digest the cigars and how you.
Yeah, I think people have perceptions. I see it a lot. If it's a big guy that walks in the humidor, so what do you like to smoke? Maduro. They just feel that I'm a bigger guy. I need that bigger. You know what? When the day that I had the guy come in and he goes,
I hate Connecticut.
I hate Connecticut's. All right.
That was
you
an
give me
ego
$50.
thing.
I'm going to give you 5 cigars. I'm going to change your mind. He was 2 in, and he's like, mine completely changed.
It was that, I don't know what they call it now, the Tiagos or whatever. It was a Luciano product. It was Ace Prime at that time, I guess. But I think there's a lot for us to teach and to learn. And that's going to be a focus for us as we start rolling this out. And I think that's good. Okay, so let's roll to the next one.
You got cigar talk.
Yeah, we've kind of been talking cigar talk the whole time.
Yeah, but we do have the Principal Bessie back in.
Which, by the way, when he says the Principal Bessie, this is, for those who do like the Cochon Volant, this is a less punchy version of that cigar, and this is the only place in the world you can buy this cigar. It's named after Bessie Coleman, the first African-American, actually Texan pilot. Who, at that time, the Texas pilots would not allow her, because she was black, to learn how to fly. So she went to France, learned to fly with aviators over there, and just became a really, really neat story. That's here as part of our partnership with the Fuselage, of course, our Art Deco aviation themed bar, and this thing is fantastic. I'm really glad to have this.
It is really good. A cigar that they come in a large cabinet. This is the Maduro number 5 from Gran Habano. They did make it a little bit kind of a Toro Extra, and it'll give you about an inch of
shaggy foot
that doesn't have the wrapper, so you can really find out how much the wrapper impacts the flavor. As soon as you hit that wrapper, they're priced right. They come in a box of 100, but this is a really, really good cigar.
That one's killing it. We're killing it with that thing.
Exceptionally well. Thank you, John Westgate, for bringing that to our attention. And then I know this is one of your favorites.
I love this thing. It got shafted in this year's top 25.
Yeah.
But it's just such a fun, tasty, like middle of the road, leathery, smooth. Have it with an espresso or that Italian coffee. It's espresso shot with Di Serono. Those it just works well together.
Yeah, this is from Toscano. It almost looks like they had a beautiful torpedoed bellicoso type cigar and then just cut it in half. Because it just looks like they just cut this short.
It's probably what they did.
Probably.
It almost looks like, what was that long one, the Moro?
Yeah.
It almost looks like the Moro cut in half almost.
Yeah. But no, and they're priced right, and it's typical Toscano.
Yep.
You know, it's got this incredible flavor from that beautiful brand. And Michael is trying to get in to do an event.
We will do another one. I really enjoyed that. I can't remember if that was last year or December of the previous, but Michael Cappellini he's a great fit in here.
Yeah.
He loves the place. We love him back, and he'll come in and do an evening, maybe a couple of evenings.
And he does his with pairings, and
yes.
It's a great way, and it's a great educational event for women that are starting to get into it, because he really does. The Toscano the Toscanello, the smaller cigars are very popular with female smokers. They're a little bit shorter. They got a little bit of flavor, and he does a great job of pairing that and explaining that process. Plus, they all appreciate the fact that there's 40 women that are rolling the cigars in Italy, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, but
And have been for, what, 5-6 generations.
yeah, they're over 200-year-old company.
Right.
Just
Right. And
absolutely.
cool story. He tells a story beautifully.
He'll tell it.
I really enjoy it.
And the ladies love it when he tells the story in Italian.
Uh-huh.
He's just an Italian.
He
dude.
is an Italian dude. And when he tells a story about how they made Clint Eastwood, I did lose a little bit of respect for Clint Eastwood because he's so famous. He's like a manly man.
Man's man.
He didn't want to smoke a cigar.
Yeah.
And the director, he'll tell the full story, but it's
Yeah.
a pretty good one.
Yeah.
But Clint Eastwood was told that the cigar is basically a bigger character than you in this Western. So smoke
so
the
deal
cigar,
with
we'll
it.
find someone else.
Yeah. And
No.
so they gave him that rustic cigar that you saw him smoking in all those westerns. That was
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Toscano.
Yep. So, with that-
And then should we say bad words?
that is a good question. There are a couple people I'd like to have a conversation with. One, that Ricardo
Yes.
with the PCA, vibrant personality, awesome guy.
Awesome guy.
And he's the director of international education.
International education for the Premium Cigar Association.
And also, I just want to get our friend Christian Matthews on here. And it's a unique position because he's played in the NFL for, I think, 8 seasons.
No, I think 5 or 6.
Five or
Yeah.
6. But he's at this really interesting point of his career where he's 29. He's still active, and it's this. You don't really get to talk to somebody who's a pro athlete who is not quite sure whether it's sunsetting and going to the next chapter or if he's going to hang. And he's a very open book about it, and I think that would make a really unique conversation. And
I did too.
His personality and who he is, his character is very strong.
Yeah, but what was crazy was where my wife is
Super good guy.
is a crazy Chicago Bears fan. So when we played golf with him, and so you had said, "Are you getting any calls?" And he's like, "Yeah, I got a call from Chicago. They want me on standby in case this guy that is a DB is not able to play." And it's just it's the thought that you're 48 hours from a game and you might get a call and have to jump on a plane to fly to Chicago to play.
And to know the book, to know the plays, know the calls, know everything.
Yep.
And then you have to watch film on the team that you're playing, like everything in 48 hours.
Yeah.
And he's got to go. And you're at it's
Yeah, that would be a serious. That's not. Hey man, I might need you. You know, so and so sick tonight. I might need you to come in and work for a couple of shifts.
Yeah, how about a playoff game?
How about a playoff game?
yeah, the
Yeah.
deepest the Bears have been in the playoffs in decades. But he is also, for someone who's only played 3 rounds of golf, he is better than someone that's an average golfer that has golfed for 20 years.
And he's
It's
texting us
amazing.
already, knowing that it's going to be freezing ass
Well,
cold.
I
Wanting
might-
to know if we're playing.
I might go play with him tomorrow.
Do it.
Get out there when it's cold because we won't have anyone around us. So
No, not in
I think
Texas.
I might go play.
If it's 50 in Texas, the golf course.
Marty, if you want to play with us, shoot me a text. See if you want to come out. Yeah, we'll have some fun in the snow. The ball will roll out. It'd be tough to find it.
I remember in side story, Andrew was on the high school golf team, and in Nebraska, the first round was in April, and they were giving rules at the players' meeting on what the rule is if you're in a bunker that's loaded with snow, how you have to pull it out but leave it in the bunker to play the shot and stuff. Yeah, it's
wild.
a little different world.
Yeah. Well, with that, let's put a pin in this one. 2 more weeks till 400. Grab your friends. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
The crowd's going wild.
Life's starting.
Let's
to
get a
open
crowd
up.
in here on the 400th episode. Let's get a crowd in here.
That's right.
Let's have some fun.
In December, we might need a crew to go down to Austin with us to go smoke cigars in the pits and go do a thing.
Yeah, a little side note here. The kid might be racing in an endurance race at COTA, where they do the F1 races in Austin, and he'll be part of an endurance team doing a GT4 race car. So, yeah,
Shit and brick
check
from
that
here
one
until
off.
then.
Check
I'm
that
already
one off your
dreaming.
bucket list.
I'm already dreaming like I'm running. Last night I was just dreaming running laps at COTA.
Yeah.
So just paying attention. So we'll see. Staff outing. I think we close the lounge for the weekend. We all go down there. So that's it. With that being said, we appreciate you. We love you. Come in and see how this place is
Come
changing.
in, yeah. Have a couple of drinks. Be prepared to be blown away. And
We
see
out.
Josh.
Love you.
Peace.